With air travel in this country virtually paralyzed today, travelers are trying to find any way they can to get to their destinations. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell is outside Chicago's O'Hare Airport this morning. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Katie. With the government now setting a new time to reopen the skies, we're beginning to see just the first indications that air travel here at O'Hare may be ready to restart. We've seen some ground activity with some of the vehicles here with their lights and sirens moving about the aircraft. Also seeing some aircraft moving from hangars. Nothing more significant than that at this point. We know that there have been only airport personnel allowed into O'Hare this morning. That's been the same now for a couple of days. And here at Chicago's O'Hare, typically you'd have 200,000 people moving in and out on a typical day. But for now, this is just a ghost town under heavy guard.
America, another day in the no-fly zone.
I've been flying 11 years and never thought about it once. But now, you know, maybe I will drive 5 hours if I have to.
Plan B for many stranded travelers making the trip by rental car. One-way rentals up. Melanie Davidson on the road today. A 17-hour drive from Green Bay home to Atlanta.
When we heard that things were pretty much not going to be going until Friday or the weekend, we decided to take off and start driving.
Much too far to drive, stuck in Alaska. Air passengers once headed to Asia diverted to Anchorage. Waiting to come home, the attack even keeping some travelers outside the U.S. In Halifax, Nova Scotia, a makeshift hotel. Keep out signs at U.S. airports. Sacramento turning passengers away.
And we're still awaiting word from the Secretary of Transportation as to when the airspace will reopen.
Chicago's O'Hare, hardly the busiest airport now. Lines to fill up, easing up. Prices at the pump spiked and fell. Fears over limited supply and price gouging.
There's no need for people to run out and try to hoard gasoline or to buy up extra gasoline. Everything should be back to normal.
Not at all normal. Heightened security at a Chicago post office. Vehicle searches under a building that processes 3 to 4 million pieces of mail a day. Nationwide, 210,000 trucks make up for airmail that still can't fly.
When we have bad weather and everything, and the planes are grounded and airports are closed, we have to do the same exact thing.
Delivering more muscle, military security on alert at bases like Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. What many now consider a war effort, even encouraging new recruits.
I didn't think that people would come in the droves that we have in the last 2 days.
An ugly battle line forming at home. Some mosques and Arab Americans targeted in several cities. Bullets fly at an Islamic center in Texas.
We are not afraid.
That hate renewing calls for civility. Reverend Jesse Jackson urging anger not be used to justify discrimination.
We must not turn on each other.
Around the country, steps in a return to routine. St. Louis reopens the famed Arch. Visitors return to the nation's tallest building, Chicago's Sears Tower. The events of this week reopening something else, a feeling of patriotism. One expression, flags, a run on the stars and stripes at Walmart stores.
We're going to be getting some more in a couple days.
A typical day selling 6,000 flags. But since the strike on the U.S., a surge in demand. 113,000 American flags and counting.